Time now for the Indians minor league player of the week, and it's the soon-to-be Akron Arrow, Drew Pomerantz. In his only start last week, a win over Lynchburg, the 2010 first-round pick went 7 scoreless innings, gave up 3 hits, struck out 7, and walked 2.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what he does at the Double-A level. I mean, he's dominated this high A, single-A level in Kinston, but now it's going to be interesting to see what he can do against good, talented prospect hitters.
Yeah, we'll see that in the Eastern League as Drew Pomerantz is on his way to Canal Park and the Akron Arrows. Welcome back to Indians Minor League Magazine. Well, the Indians took a catcher in the 4th round of this draft, Jake Lowry, and he's really showing why the Indians did that. Best college catcher in the country, Jason Stanford, had a chance to catch up with them, and he's this week's Focus on the Future.
We're joined right now by Jake Lowry, a 2011 draft pick in the 4th round. Jake, it's very nice to meet you. You go from James Madison. Take us through the day of getting drafted, coming now and playing for the Scrappers.
Well, I came back from school on the 2nd day of the draft, and that was right around 12, and then got drafted at 1:30. Got a call from the Indians, and I've been here since then. It's been awesome. You're
a guy that hits from the left side with a lot of power. 24 home runs last year with new bats.
Right.
You know, take us through that now. How you had to make the transition to the BB Core bats, but you still have 24 home runs.
Right. Well, you know, I think a bat's a bat. You know, I just try to keep it simple. Didn't really try to think about it too much. Just only thing I did this year is switch to a 34, and I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but I actually like those bats a little bit better.
Well, now you're at the professional level. You're hitting with wood. You still show a lot of power, a lot of promise right now. What are some expectations for you in the short amount of time that you've been here so far?
Right. Well, I mean, you know, obviously 24 home runs. I'm not trying to put any kind of pressure on myself or anything like that, and I don't think the organization is either. But you know, I'm just going to try to go out here every day with a mindset of trying to be consistent and try to take every at bat serious, and you know, go from there.
Well, you're first team All-American. Now you're coming with guys that have played at Florida State, in Miami, in Wichita State, and you know, big time schools.
Right.
You're James Madison. You know, how
Well, you know, we had every Friday night guys obviously gonna be pretty good, but you know, after that it's just like, you know, 85, 80, 88 maybe, a couple guys that throw 90, but you know, out here everyone's throwing 90 plus, you know, upper 80s with a good curveball and you know, 3 pitches or something like that. So I mean, it's just an adjustment period. I mean, it's nothing different at the game. You know, every mound is 60 feet 6 inches, so I just try to keep it simple as much as I can. But it is a lot of guys that throw a little bit harder than the CAA.
Well, you're a good defensive catcher. You've got a strong arm. Everybody knows about your bat. You can hit. How do you adjust now to working with Latin American players, pitchers, and then also American pitchers, trying to get on the same page, because all you guys are young coming in from all over the place?
Right. I mean, definitely that's an adjustment period as a catcher. You haven't caught any of these guys before, anything like that. I mean, luckily we have some other Latino guys on the team that can translate for you, but I know a little bit of Spanish enough to get by, so I mean, hopefully that'll help me. But you know, the guys on the team have been real helpful, and you know, relaying signs and talking about pitches that they throw.
Well, how much fun have you had so far, you know, playing professionally now, getting your own jersey that, you know, it might not say your name on the back, but you know it's yours, your first professional jersey, your first day playing, you know, what is that like?
It's cool, man. I mean, it's something you've been dreaming about your whole life, and you got to come out here and you got to play with guys that, you know, live in the same dream and want to play as bad as you do, and it's been great. I mean, I have nothing but praise. It's been awesome.
Well, your manager is a first-year manager, professional ranks, Dave Wallace. He was a catcher in the organization, had some big league time as their bullpen catcher, so he's seen a lot. Have you picked his brain yet about catching, about what he sees on a regular basis as opposed to what you see?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, he's a great guy. I've got nothing but you know, great things to say about him. He's a good guy. He's helped me you know, learn a little bit about the pitchers and, you know, the signs and stuff like that he's been going over. You know, I'm excited to play for him. He's a nice guy.
These guys, they come from all over. Have you been able, this team so far, I know it's a short time so far, but have you guys been able to gel at all? You know, do you have some friends on the team that you guys can hang out and say, hey, let's go do this?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, the first couple of days I got a ride from my host mom and stuff, and I've already gotten a couple rides from the guys on the team already. So, I mean, you know, just the process of getting guys' numbers and, you know, getting rides and stuff, and, you know, going to movies and stuff. So hopefully that stuff will come down the road. But we had a bonfire the other day, got to see some guys, got to meet meet some more guys and, you know, get to know them off the field.
Well, now something about yourself personally, you know, that somebody might not know if they didn't know who you were.
Right.
What would that be?
I play the cello. Yeah, I used to play the cello in high school and middle school, so I've got some fingers that I can, you know, do some notes and play some music for some girls.
American Idol style?
We'll see.
Okay. Jake, I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Appreciate it.
Best
Thanks
of
for
luck
having me. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's the numbers on Jake Lowry, Jason. Nice looking prospect.
Yeah, he really is. It's fun to watch these kids come up through the system.
All right, much more ahead on Indians Minor League Magazine. When we come back, we'll give you the standings, and also we'll check the schedule and show you where the minor league teams are playing as you look at the Dunkin' Donuts race here at Eastwood Field. I have a feeling coffee is going to win by a latte. We're getting you ready for our final thoughts after this. Standings check for you. The Columbus Clippers running away with it in the International League for the most part. You also see Kinston in first place, Lake County in seventh now in the second half. Mahoning Valley second place in the New York League Pinckney division. Let's take a look at the schedule for Columbus, Akron, Kinston, Lake County, and Mahoning Valley. This is where these teams will be playing. Mahoning Valley, Wednesday's affiliate day at Eastwood Field, and they'll have fireworks on Friday. So check it out down there. Eastwood Field, a real nice baseball park. All right, we're out of time here with Indians Minor League Magazine. For Jason Stanford, I'm Al Pulowski. Thanks for joining us this week. We'll have a new episode for you next week. Check it out now. Take a look at Mudheads manager Phil Nevin arguing a call on Huntington Park. He definitely gets his money's worth. For Jason, I'm Al. Have a good one.